Hi, I'm August Keller, and this is my review of Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. So, this movie is excellent. It isn't quite as good as Fury Road, but almost no movie is. The fact that it's even close is about as ringing an endorsement as I can give. Compared to its predecessor, Furiosa is a good balance of similar and different. It has all the hallmarks of the series, but goes in a different enough direction to justify existing. It's a hard balance for a sequel to pull off, but it's done well here. So let's get into the story. It's a revenge odyssey with a surprising intimacy. There's loads of action, but the climax is actually a conversation, which I found refreshing. So there's a lot of drama. It has symbolism, setup, payoff, and growth, all built around this emotional foundation. The characters are very motivated and evolving. They are a bit one dimensional, but complex enough, I would say, are engaging enough. Like I said, it's a revenge story, so the whole thrust of the story is this dynamic between two characters mainly. And there are themes, as usual with this franchise. The themes are about survival, environmentalism, exploitation, and grief. These are all, not really anything new when it comes to these movies. But what I think is new is that it seems to take a closer look at how trauma can take its toll on an individual. It really is kind of almost a character study. They're all, character studies in ways, but this one really kind of is more meditative and really takes its time on these emotions. It really kind of stays with them a little bit. So yeah, because these ideas are so primal, they really synergize well with the drama. The themes in the drama really work well together. The plot is a bit heavy, and the story is kind of burdened by the plot a little bit. I think that's kind of the weakness of the writing. But it never loses sight of the humanity. Like I said, the drama and the themes are always there. But the plot does feel, I feel like the word meandering and repetitive, those are a bit harsh. But I do think the plot could have been trimmed a little bit. Meanwhile, the acting deepens everything. It really kind of solidifies and legitimizes the writing with exaggeration, intensity, layers, and expressive body language. Hemsworth is hamming it up, chewing a lot of scenery, and Taylor Joy is very restrained and like brooding and brewing. So the two of them are really like this best of both worlds, and it works. They really kind of complement each other. There's also campy world building, as you would expect. There's refreshing levity, which I wasn't expecting, and consistent suspense. So, consequently, Furiosa is a fulfilling epic. It really feels like an epic, which is something I don't think I've really felt for many of the previous movies. They're all epic in like a action kind of way, an epic experience, but like as a literal like storytelling kind of meaning of the word epic, like an odyssey. This is the first one that really feels like an odyssey. On to the technicals. Furiosa is maximalist. Mad Max as a franchise, especially Fury Road, is also maximalist. So this continues that. The direction is very unified with details, choreography, tones, and style. The cinematography has a lot of color, motion, depth, angles, and lighting that really fuel this picturesque clarity. Every shot is purposeful. Every shot is beautiful. Every shot is informative. It's great. The editing has very powerful momentum, and again, clarity. The geography is really easy to understand. It's, we take it for granted with this franchise, but it's pretty amazing how easy it is, intuitive the action is, and the editing and cinematography really work well together for that. But yeah, the editing has a lot of chapters, which is a nice something new. There's a lot of frame rates, dissolves, inserts, montages, and the pacing is very precise and pretty varied too, which helps. It's amazing how the action sequences are so extensive. They can be very, very long action sequences, but they're never tiresome. And I think the pacing shifts are a big reason why. The sound is dense with heightened distortions and rich action. There are echoes, engines, emphasis, smash cuts, overlapping, and meaningful diegetics. The music is less recognizable, but still provides strong moods. There's a good restraint and a lot of tempo, really kind of driving the energy. The production design is immersive and unique. Like these, what Mad Max is at this point. It's a large scale aesthetic with all these different kind of influences. And what's great about this movie is that it continues to deepen the iconography. It seems like all these movies continue to want to add to the franchise instead of just aping off the previous movies. I really like the casting. It places stars in against type, yet fitting roles. Hemsworth, I don't think I've seen him play a villain yet, and he does a great job here. It was nice to see that from him. And, Taylor-Joy is a budding star. She's really breaking out these last few years, and this is just another step in that direction. The effects blend practical effects, very elaborate stunts and prosthetics and stuff like that with really atmospheric CGI. There's a lot of CGI, and usually that's a problem for me, but the CGI really helps create an aesthetic here, and it's usually very atmospheric. It's not usually the item of focus in the image. It's really just surrounding that. So it really creates this surreal severity, the two of them combined, which is great. So overall, Furiosa is a blast of premium filmmaking. It's not for the faint of heart, but anyone interested in filmmaking as an art form or just high octane entertainment should check it out. I couldn't recommend it more, frankly. It's a great movie. Just as good, almost as good as Fury Road. So that's all I have to say about that. If you like what I'm doing here, please feel free to like and subscribe. You're also welcome to follow me on my Instagram, linked in the description. But at the very least, I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.